A big play for Landry. This should be a tackle. You see Gray blocking downfield. Nikhil Roby-Coleman comes over. He's the guy responsible in coverage. Can't make the tackle, and then Landry with a big play down the sideline.
Roby-Coleman had a big week last week against the San Francisco 49ers. Landry now 4 catches for 60 yards. On first down from the 30, it's Ajayi again going back to work. Kyle Williams from behind. And he gets down close to the 26-yard line. Ajayi now 19 carries, 127 yards. Jarvis Landry earlier. This is the hit on Aaron Williams, and Aaron is not coming back in this ball game, out with a head and neck injury. Here's Ajayi again. Steps inside. He's got quick moves, and I think you said it best before. Excellent vision from Ajayi.
I thought Mike Pouncey is having a terrific day up inside. This is just outstanding. Number 51. He climbs up. He gets to Zach Brown, pushes him by, and Ajayi again making the right read and getting upfield in a hurry.
134 yards for Ajayi. Last week, 204 against Pittsburgh. Gray in motion. Off the play fake. Tannehill will keep it himself. Gray is his blocker. And Tannehill bounces inside the 10. Robert Blanton will be credited with the tackle. It's a gain of 14 yards for Tannehill.
Well, this is a nice play call. You don't expect it. You know that he has it. You know that he can do it. And trying to dial up something in the red zone to work and get some points out of this drive. They dial up number 17 on a zone read. He gets a big block from his tight end, and now on the 6-yard line trying to get points.
First and goal from the 6. Red zone execution has been an issue. They've settled for 2 field goals today. Ajayi in the backfield will take the handoff. He'll break away. Makes one-man miss. But then Ronald Darby is able to stay with him to make the tackle. That is an excellent one-on-one tackle by Darby.
This right here, this move, this is a special move in the backfield. That is a lateral jump cut. Preston Brown, who is a great one-on-one tackler in the hole, has a shot to make the tackle. And great feet by Ajayi to get outside. Good tackle out there by Blanton to save for the touchdown.
This is the 10th play of the drive, the 8th run of the drive. Ajayi to the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins! It's a 4-yard run for Ajayi. It's his 5th touchdown of the year. And they're going to keep the offense on the field to go for 2. 18 seconds to play here in the 3rd quarter.
The inside triangle between Tunsil, Pouncey, and Bushrod just mashed the Buffalo front.
All right, so they go for 2 here because if they don't make it, they have to score a touchdown. But if they do make it, it's only a field goal that they're within reach. We're at the end of the 3rd quarter. This is kind of the territory to do it.
The rule of thumb by the book is you don't go for 2 points until the 4th quarter. Unless you have a hunch and you like your matchups, why not?
So maybe Adam Gase has a hunch as Jarvis Landry is in motion. Off the play fake, Tannehill wants it, Landry wants it, he's into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good. The hunch was good. It's a 3-point game.
We know something has to be up when you see number 14 motion into the backfield.
Everything worked well for the Dolphins on this drive. Ajayi working his magic again. The 2-point conversion makes it a 3-point game.
This Wednesday, It's a spine-tingling code black.
Happy Halloween.
New CBS Wednesday.
Thursday, it's a mom's season premiere so full of kissing and snuggling.
It's like living in a Tom Hanks Meg Ryan movie. If Meg Ryan was a bipolar sociopath.
Then, TV's Funniest Family is back, and it's go big or go home. Life in Pieces, After Mom, a night of premiere, CBS Thursday.
Rex Ryan discussing some things on the sidelines after a 10-play drive by the Dolphins have pulled them within 3 as they converted the 2-point conversion on a pass play to Jarvis Landry. Ajayi today 22 carries for 140 yards. They ran the ball 8 times on that 10-play drive.
Pretty good ball right there. You know, it looked like after halftime Buffalo was going to come out and make it pretty tough to run the football against their defense, but the offensive line had a terrific drive for the Dolphins.
Here's Brandon Tate trying to answer for the Bills. And he gets up close to the 29-yard line. Special teams tackle was made by Michael Thomas. So let's see if the Bills can answer after the 25-yard return. Tyrod Taylor, 10 of 14 today, 167 yards.
I like what Rex Ryan said about their passing game. He said, you know, we know it's not going to be fancy, but we want it to be efficient. When we throw the ball, we have to be able to make it count. And so far, that's what we've seen from Taylor.
Gillislee is in the backfield. LaShawn McCoy is done for the day with a hamstring injury. And Gillislee, the former Dolphin, across the 40, up close to midfield. Caduce makes the tackle. And that'll be the final play of the third quarter after a 20-yard gain. It's 17-14 Dolphins because Tannehill finds Landry on a 2-point conversion to make it a 3-point game. We'll return to Miami after this message from your local station. You're watching the NFL on CBS.
Explorer Jack Gordon will encounter his wildest species yet.
Hey, look! I tied my own knot!
Millennials. The Great Indoors premieres CBS Thursday. Don't miss a new Two Broke Girls. CBS Monday at 9/8 Central.
I'm Ryan.
Ryan, nice to meet you. I'm John.
Elena.
Nice to meet you.
Where's the rest of the car?
This is the new 2017 Chevy Cruze. I'm only going to show you half of it. What do you think?
I think it looks very sleek.
The lights remind me of Audi lights, which is pretty neat.
I'm really curious to see the rest of the car if I get to.
It has built-in 4G LTE Wi-Fi.
I like that.
It comes with Apple CarPlay compatibility, and it starts at $22,190.
Nice.
That's a great price.
I'm impressed.
But there's another side to this car.
Oh, wow.
Theron love it.
This is the first ever Chevy Cruze hatch.
Wow.
Well, that's impressive.
So check it out.
There's a lot of space.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I do like it a lot.
What's your first impression of seeing the whole car now?
Looks good from all angles.
It actually reminds me of like a small SUV.
Let's see what we got in here. This is probably a tent. Shuttlecock, anybody? You want to go in the lake, Ryan?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Now that you know it's a hatchback, what does it make you think of?
Me, I want to drive it.
Like a young professional / weekend warrior. The whole business in the front, party in the back sort of thing.
Look, Bobby, we found it.
Lovely.
Every man for himself. See you in the lobby.
Save $10 per night. Just stay 2 nights or more. Book today at daysinn.com.
You are watching NFL Sunday Ticket.
Well, it's been a rather entertaining ball game. It's had some flaws to it as well, but we've got a 3-point game as we begin the fourth quarter. The Bills with the ball from the 49-yard line after Gillislee's 20-yard run at the end of the third quarter. Gillislee in for the injured LaShawn McCoy. Tyrod Taylor's pass to the outside to Goodwin is complete for 9 yards. Well, most games decided by 7 points or less. 2016, there have been 50 so far. And entering week 7, that matches 1999, last time it's happened this many times. Partner, I think we've been part of a lot of those too.
We sure have. Both offenses here have come alive a little bit at the end of the third quarter.
Second down and 1. Taylor breaks away, steps up, still rolling around. He's got that ability. Now he's got the first down. And he's out of bounds in front of Kiko Alonso. Let's just say he had the first down on 3 different occasions, but was trying to set up a pass play.
And Mario Williams had the first opportunity. He can't get him down. He's still keeping his eyes downfield. On the other side, Jordan Phillips is trying to keep contained. Guy's tough to tackle. He is such a great athlete. He's throwing the ball well too today.
Averaging 5.8 yards per carry coming into this game. On first down, Gillislee. Gillislee to the 33. Tyrod Taylor signed that extension during this offseason, and he knows how to run an offense, Adam. There's no question about that.
Yeah, you know, the word is, defenses say they want to make him play within the pocket and use his size against them because they want to make him play traditional quarterback. I think he's shown that he's been able to do that today. They went to their quick passing game early in the game, and you see if you give him an opportunity to throw the ball down the field, he can hit it with deadly accuracy. Big play to Goodwin down the sideline for their last touchdown.
13:25 and counting to play, fourth quarter. Up by 3. Taylor lofts it toward the end zone for Hunter, and Hunter is not able to lasso it. Tony Lippett was in on the coverage. Justin Hunter, who was released by the Titans earlier this year, signed by the Dolphins, released by them, picked up by the Bills.
See a lot of body contact right there, but Lippett eyes going for the football. In no way restricted his arms. Good coverage down the field.
Reggie Bush checks in. Tate's trying to get off the field. 2 for 7 today on third downs. Play clock is down to 5. It's at 1. He just gets it off. Taylor's in trouble, and he is down. And Ndamukong Suh.
It's a great disguise inside by the linebackers. Here, showing blitz, dropping out, and then Suh's going to come in with the pressure to get to Taylor. But he wants to throw this ball quickly. Zone dropping in the window. He has to pull it down, and there's Ndamukong Suh inside to get the big sack.
Suh had to answer all those questions this week about the play against Ben Roethlisberger last week where he was alleged to kick Roethlisberger. He wasn't fined. And now Jarvis Landry back deep to receive. Flags come in as the play clock was winding down. And Schmidt did not get it off.
Delay a game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Fourth down.
I don't think it's the worst thing in the world for the Bills to push back 5 yards. There is Suh. Steelers felt like there was a kick in that game last week. The league did not. It just looked like it was an NFL play more than anything else. And you can see his motor does not stop. Fourth on the Dolphins in tackles this year. 3.5 sacks. And Schmidt just gets it off. Landry will let it go over his head. Tate will field it at the 2 and flip it back. And then Gillislee, or I should say Meeks, falls on top of it. The Dolphins will not have great field position, but they'll get it back. Brandon Tate has been a special teams machine during his career.
The full line of Ram ProMaster work vans offer better fuel economy, upfits tailored to fit your business, greater cargo capacity, and easier access to your workspace. Ram ProMaster and ProMaster City let you maximize every hour, minute, and second even more effectively. During commercial van season, competitive commercial owners or lessees are eligible for these incentives on the 2016 Ram ProMaster.
Red 97! Set! Red 97!
Did you say 97?
Yes.
You know, that reminds me of Geico's 97% customer satisfaction rating.
97%?
Helped by Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Oh yeah, baby. Geico's as fast and friendly as it gets.
Geico. Expect great savings and a whole lot more.
You here to buy the tickets?
Hey, buddy, you here for the tickets?
Yeah.
Dude, what's the password, man?
Oh, Coach Shanahan.
What were you thinking?
We're doing like a CD ticket deal instead of going to NFL Ticket Exchange.
NFL Ticket Exchange. 100% verified, authentic tickets from one fan to the other.
We'll see you at the games, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Appreciate you.
Survivor Wednesday, the culture war between millennials and Gen X spins.
Sunday, getting dizzy.
Out.
Masterkin!
Of control.
You're all right. I'm right here with you. Hey, medical.
You're not gonna let me die.
New Survivor, CBS Wednesday.
You are watching the NFL on CBS.
There have been 3 very important special teams plays today. Brandon Tate has been part of 2 of those special teams plays for the Bills. The Dolphins with their back against the wall. You can see what Ajayi sees. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 1 for Tannehill. Down by 3. This is dangerous territory if you're the Dolphins, particularly with this Bills defense and how good this defense is. But they go to Ajayi, who gives a little breathing room. Maybe gets 1. The 2 Browns involved in the tackle.
How about this? You think they want to? You think they're worried about the Dolphins running to that left side? They're saying, no way. We are going to make sure. Boy, what a play by Kyle Williams with the swim. Almost gets into the backfield. But they are intent on taking away the left side of that Miami running game.
Well, that running game, Ajayi has amassed 142 yards today on 23 carries. Second down, he'll take it again. And he stumbles into the open field. 1 man to beat, and he's inside Buffalo territory. Ronald Darby makes the tackle.
Boy, how big is this run? Jermon Bushrod, the right guard, is what made this happen. He's going to chip here and then climb up to the linebacker. On the right side, a beautiful block climbing to the 2nd level. Ajayi makes 2 defenders miss, and then he breaks it open. What a huge, huge play by Ajayi in that offensive line.
That is a 53-yard gain. He has 195 yards.
That was just a great piece of blocking up front. Exactly. They talk about, you hear the word execution, Tom, and it's thrown around a lot. But that's what execution in the running game looks like. Perfect run.
Second player in franchise history with 2 straight 150-yard or more rushing games. The other was Ricky Williams. Jarvis Landry was nicked up on that play. He's off to the sidelines now. It'll be 1st down from the 44 of Buffalo. Williams takes the handoff. Williams is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Corey White was the first one there. It'll be 2nd down. He gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Damien Williams, the 3rd-year pro out of Oklahoma. Ajayi will continue to catch his breath. Arian Foster will check into the ball game. Look at those numbers. Look at the average per carry.
That's a pretty good 2-week stretch, and I don't think the story of the starting 5 offensive line has been overstated based on the last 2 weeks.
Well, they have been fantastic, this offensive line. On 2nd down. Foster out of the backfield. Stiff arm out of bounds at the 40. Blanton in on the tackle. It'll be 6 yards shy of a 1st down with 10:03 to play here in the 4th quarter.
A smart play by Tannehill. He knows Arian Foster has a free release. There's a free rusher in Tannehill's face. But he hits the hot route. Foster out of the backfield to put him in a 3rd and medium situation.
All right, so 3rd down and 6. They're 3 of 9 today on 3rd down opportunities. They are not within Franks' field goal range. Play clock is down to 5. Bills showing blitz. Tannehill, middle of the field, in and out of the hands of Arian Foster. He had it for a first down. Jerry Hughes was trailing. What do you do if you're the Dolphins? Do you just punt it away here?
Boy, you got to have this. This is a pressure. Foster beats his man to the inside, and it hits him right in the hands. You know, Foster's been one of the best third down receiving backs over the last 5 years of his career, but in a crucial must-get situation, he drops the ball.
Well, I think you have to punt it here on 4th down and 6. Tate back deep to receive. So they flip the field at least if you're the Dolphins. But after that run by Ajayi of 53 yards, you wanted a little bit more. This ball's going to float over the head of Tate and bounce into the end zone. Ajayi's had himself a heck of a day. His 53-yard gain has given him 195 yards today.
From now until the end of the year,
shopping at small businesses could be even more rewarding.
Because when you shop small with your eligible American Express card,
you could get 2 times the rewards.
So support the businesses that make your town a community.
The people who make your community home.
Those insiders with the inside knowledge. Those friends with a welcome smile.
And you could get twice the rewards. Learn more and enroll online today at AmericanExpress.com. Get out, get together, and shop small.
This isn't the country of just okay, which is why we are introducing a better network than ever before. Behold, the future of wireless is here.
Data limits? Some future.
Verizon's network isn't better if it's limited. Don't let Verizon fool you. T-Mobile now covers 99.7% of their customers. Switch to the network built for unlimited data for everyone.
They say a lot of things about rain. Like how hard it's gonna fall. The things it does to your parade. We've got a saying about rain too. When it rains, it roars. The all-wheel drive Charger. Domestic, not domesticated.
Now get 20% off MSRP cash allowance for an average of $8,000 in savings on select 2016 Charger RT models in dealer stock.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by T-Mobile. Switch to the network built for unlimited data. United States Air Force. Experience more at airforce.com. And by the all-new Chrysler Pacifica, imported from Detroit.
Well, there is the great Don Shula and the 1972 perfect season team. They were honored last week before the game against the Pittsburgh Steelers. In fact, you remember in 2013, President Obama brought them to the White House because they had never gone to the White House to celebrate their Super Bowl championship in '72. Here's a direct snap to Gillislee. Gillislee trying to stiff arm Mario Williams. He cannot. Williams takes him down. His snap count has increased in this second half, and he has been effective.
Bills going tackle over on the right side of their offensive line. Mario Williams and Ndamukong Suh completely blow it up. Gillislee is lucky that he was able to get that snap. That could have been a disaster. But we've seen Mario Williams show up today in a big way, and that's what they expected when we talked to the coaching staff yesterday.
Yeah, they ran that in practice on Friday. They ran the direct snap. Second down and 20. Taylor chased by Suh. And out of bounds at the 15. A gain of about 5.
This is a big drive for Buffalo. You know, Miami got a little shot in the arm with a big run by Ajayi. Defense stepped up and forced the punt. But the Buffalo offense, facing 3rd and 15 from their own 15-yard line, has to try and find a way to keep this drive going.
Remember, LaShawn McCoy is out with a hamstring injury. That's why Gillislee has been in there. Play clock is down to 7. The decibel level is through the roof. On 3rd down, Taylor rolling the pocket. Williams has him. He just throws it up and throws it out of bounds. And Taylor is nailed by Mario Williams. And he is slow to get up.
How about Mario Williams? Let's beat the double team. The extra tight end, a chip. Taylor is trying to get outside the pocket, and he hits him just as he's throwing the ball. Another big play, big pressure by Williams, this time from the right side instead of his usual left.
Vance Joseph said, listen, I had Mario Williams in Houston with me. I know what kind of player he can be. And I was honest with him when I told him I did not think he was playing well, and that's why he backed off his snaps. Schmidt with a fantastic punt. Here's Landry from the 29, and he is stuck by Lorenzo Alexander. He's incredible.
He plays punt?
Yeah. Mario Williams having himself a heck of a second half. His teammates, his coaches, they love it, and so does he.
They say a lot of things about rain. Like how hard it's gonna fall. The things it does to your parade. We've got a saying about rain, too. When it rains, it roars. The all-wheel drive Charger. Domestic, not domesticated.
Now get 20% off MSRP cash allowance for an average of $8,000 in savings on select 2016 Charger RT models in dealer stock.
You deserve more. More savory. More sweet. More loving. Now get more choices on McDonald's all-day breakfast menu.
Faster, faster, faster. On that old PC, you should retire that too. You know.
I know. New PCs are lightning fast to play 4K video.
And yet here is the world's fastest swimmer on the world's slowest computer.
You know about it. Now do something about it. Upgrade to a new PC powered by Intel.
So why haven't you upgraded?
It keeps me humble. Modelo Especial was first brewed in Mexico to celebrate a revolution. Today, it's the fastest growing beer in America. Because it doesn't matter where you come from, it matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed with a fighting spirit since 1925.
CBS Tonight, the final moments will raise the stakes forever.
If she needs help, I can't do it.
A new NCIS LA, then
Chinese fighters are flying dangerously close to our ships. We have to take a beat before we retaliate.
a new Madam Secretary after a new NCIS LA tonight.
7 minutes, 45 seconds to play here in the second half. We said during the outset that they wanted the Dolphins, to see if Ajayi could carry last week into this week. He has. He has 195 yards on the ground. It's first down from the 36. He'll take the handoff. Not much there. Flags come in, and he'll dive forward to the line of scrimmage. Zach Brown makes the tackle. You know, we said during the outset, would Ajayi be able to do what he did last week? Would the Bills be able to do what they've done? They've won 4 straight.
Personal foul. Rest in the face mask. Defense. 15-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
Jerry Hughes is thinking, man, what did I do? Look at his eyes, Ajayi. You don't think he's intent? Oh, that's awesome.
You can't give it away. You can't. It's a smart defense. I don't know. Did you see the face mask on Jerry Hughes?
Jerry's wondering, too. It may have been a brush. 9 penalties for the Dolphins, 5 for the Bills. But that's a big one because it moves the ball inside Buffalo territory to the 49. Clock continues to run. Plenty of time left. Ajayi to his left. And Ajayi trying to move the pile. And he is stopped by Lorenzo Alexander, who is as good as advertised, by the way. This guy plays all the time. Special teams, defense.
About you're 33 years old. You're leading the league in sacks. You're dominating in the run game.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? We'll go run down on kickoffs and on punt team. You can't take this guy off the field.
Second down at 8. It's Ajayi again, and he is stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Zach Brown slowed him. He did go forward to the 46. It'll be third down.
It's a pretty would you say, pretty conservative start to the series?
Pretty conservative, yep.
You know, I mean, they've had success running the football, so you can't blame them. But they've had a lot of first down runs in this game.
Ajayi checks out with 198 yards. Adam Gase, who says huddling, he hopes they won't have to do it for the long term because he said it's kind of a game for him.
Damien Williams now is the third down back in the game. Their last series, it was Arian Foster, and he dropped the third down.
Well, Tannehill needs a timeout. 5:57 to play. That's
Miami.
their first of 3 timeouts.
Timeout.
So we'll take a break. Let's see what the Dolphins have in store for everybody when we come back.
The new Pixel, phone by Google, only on Verizon.
Okay, Google, show me Korean restaurants in Boulder.
I found a few places. The only network that can power the first phone with the new Google Assistant, unlimited photo storage, and a stunning VR experience.
How is this possible?
So buy a Pixel only on Verizon and get up to $300 back. And right now, get 4 lines and 20 gigs for just $160 with no surprise overages. All on America's best network.
Boy, we're shipping a ton of these goofy glasses.
Yeah, well, we gotta hand it to FedEx. They've helped make our e-commerce so easy, and now we're getting all kinds of new customers.
I know. Can you believe we're getting orders from Canada, Ireland?
This one is going to New Zealand.
New Zealand? False alarm.
Hey, you guys are gonna scare away the deer.
Idiots.
Providing global access for small business. FedEx.
When people depend on you, you can depend on this. To lend a hand, clear the way, and shoulder loads. So you can get there first and stay till the end. Ram, America's longest lasting pickups.
Get 20% off MSRP cash allowance for an average of $10,314 in savings on select Ram 1500 Laramie Crew Cab models in dealer stock.
Only one day till Matt LeBlanc stars in the premiere of Man with a Plan, CBS tomorrow.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by FedEx, helping small businesses simplify e-commerce. And by Subway. Try the new thick-cut autumn-carved turkey sandwich.
Well, while everybody in the National Football League thinks that the Patriots are going to run away with the AFC East, and they might, the Dolphins and the Bills and the Jets, they're hoping to have a say in it. Ajayi will take a break. Tyrod Taylor's hoping his defense can make a stop. It's 3rd down and 7 for the Dolphins. They need to get a first down to keep this drive alive. Tannehill's going the wrong way. Throws on the run. Jarvis Landry has it. Upended inside the 30-yard line.
Boy,
18-yard pass play.
Boy, what a play by Ryan Tannehill. He gets flushed out of the pocket. A little hold right there by Roby Coleman, but then Landry is working to his right with this quarterback, and a big-time throw, big-time play by Tannehill to pick up a huge first down.
From the 28-yard line, Landry's in motion. Ajayi back in. He'll take the handoff, running right. He's over 200 yards again, inside the 15. Corey Graham takes him down. He is now the 4th running back in Dolphins history to have a 200-yard game, and he's down on the field. Cramping up a little bit, it looks like. 4th Dolphins runner to have back-to-back 200-yard games.
Boy, the movement, the lateral movement by the offensive line was just unbelievable. Too much space for Lorenzo Alexander to close it. And how about that company, Tom?
Yep.
Unbelievable. Look at those names on that list.
Yeah, 200-yard games in back-to-back ball games in NFL history. O.J. Simpson, Earl Campbell, Ricky Williams, and Jay Ajayi.
Boy, the movement. How about this wall? Look at where the edge of this formation is. As we run this play, we're going to keep that line there so you can see the distance moved by the offensive line. That is massive movement and not enough space. Too much space for Alexander to try and close. And Ajayi hits it with a full head of steam and once again finishes in the secondary.
Well, he's going to try to get himself stretched out. Look at that move on Corey Graham. Again, fourth player in NFL history with back-to-back 200-yard rush games. O.J. Simpson, Earl Campbell, Ricky Williams, and now Jay Ajayi. They try to stretch it out. Got a little bit of pain in that face. Tells a little bit of the story, huh? On first down for the 14, Williams. Down to the 12. Alexander with the tackle. Under 5 minutes to play.
It really comes down to this. It comes down to red zone offense versus red zone defense, and that's kind of been the story of this game. The Bills have owned it, and that's a trend that the Dolphins want to try and reverse after going 2 for 6 last week against the Pittsburgh Steelers.
By the way, Marquise Gray, the tight end, limped off the field. Jakeem Grant checks in, number 19. He's one of 3 receivers to left side. Now he's in motion. They fake the handoff to him. They give it off to Williams. And Williams bounces inside the 5, trying to carry the ball to the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins! Seven plays, 64 yards. It was set up by Ajayi, and also a huge pass play.
The Laramie Tunsil, Mike Pouncey combination has been devastating all day. They have been dominant up front, and a great way to finish for Williams.
Well, every scoring play is reviewed. They're going to review this one to make sure Williams' knee was not down before he crossed the plane of the goal line. It's tough to tell there. It looks like he crossed without any problems. What a run. Wow. Watch it again. He's tripped right there. Did his knee go down before he broke the plane of the goal line? That's what they're looking at, as we mentioned.
Yeah, he's covered the ball up with both hands. You know, not enough to overturn that.
Take a look right there. Can you see his knee down before he crossed the plane of the goal line? Boy, it's tough to tell. It looks like he is in. But again, the officials are reviewing it. Every scoring play is reviewed. .356 to play here in the fourth quarter. They say it is a touchdown, so now the point after. And it's a big point after to stretch this from a 3-point lead to a 4-point lead. Whistle blows, flag comes in. False start.
Prior to the kick, false start, offense. It's a 5-yard penalty.
Well, again, this is a big extra point here. I mean, it's a 3-point game. The extra point means that you need to have a touchdown if you're the Bills to retake the lead.
And they've had some blocks.
Yeah, Franks has had a couple of field goals blocked. He was 13 for 13 on point afters coming in, but this turns out to be a 38-yard extra point. Long snap count. Good hold. Kick is on its way. End over end, and it is good. 21-17, Miami on top of Buffalo with 3:56 to play here in the fourth quarter. Your weekend starts on Thursday when the Jacksonville Jaguars tangle with the Tennessee Titans only on NFL Network. AFC South matchup. Tyrod Taylor down by 4 without LaShawn McCoy, who's out with a hamstring injury that he sustained on Wednesday. Treatment got him into the starting lineup today, but a little bit of a twinge, and Taylor's had to play most of the second half without him.
These are the moments that franchise quarterbacks are made for, when you have to make a play with time winding down in the fourth quarter, and he's going to get an opportunity to do that without his bell cow standing right behind him.
Tyrod Taylor, 2 career game-winning drives in the fourth quarter or overtime. His last was December of last year. Reggie Bush, Brandon Tate back deep to receive as Franks will kick it off after his point after made it a 4-point game. 2 timeouts left for Buffalo. Tate backpedaling, will just take a knee. You know, we've talked about Ajayi and how well he's run here today, but Damien Williams, this was one of the best runs of the day.
And this is a great piece of work. Again, a double team working up to the next level between Pouncey and Tunsil. You see Tunsil come off at the last moment, the broken tackle inside by Williams, running through it and then finishing with power for the go-ahead touchdown. This offensive line is the real deal and have come to play.
Under 4 minutes to play, fourth quarter, the Bills down by 4. Taylor under pressure, Sue's got him, his pass is incomplete. And Damien Sue once again found his way into the backfield.
Seen a lot of pressure here in the fourth quarter and the third quarter for the Miami Dolphins. Mario Williams and Damien Sue, Jason Jones, they've come to play, and that's one thing they said that this defense hasn't had a chance to do, play with the lead and with the low amount of plays in the game, and they want to see what that front four can do. Well, they're getting a great performance so far in the second half.
Gillislee in the backfield, off the play fake. Taylor under pressure again, breaks away from Wake, sets up and lofts it to the far side. He just throws it away. Cameron Wake and Damien Sue were both in the backfield again.
Well, Taylor, he's not getting a chance to set up and throw the ball with timing. He has to get in the pocket and evade some sort of pressure, and by that time the route has broken down. There's no time up front.
So now it's 3rd down and 10. He needs to get to the 35-yard line for a first down. Hard Rock Stadium is rocking right now. And a timeout called by Miami.
Charge timeout. Miami, their second. It will be 30 seconds.
Kiko Alonso over talking to Vance Joseph, the defensive coordinator for the Dolphins. Looked like it was a personnel issue more than anything else.
You know, I thought it was interesting when we talked to Vance Joseph the other day, and he said the Tennessee game was our rock bottom. You know, that was where we really felt we had to really come to grips with what kind of defense and what kind of football team that we were going to be. And he challenged his team. And they responded last week against the Steelers and shut down a very high-powered offense. And then today you've seen them come alive as well. This rushing attack without a healthy LaShawn McCoy, but also putting pressure on Taylor. They put together an excellent game defensively. They got to make one more stop.
Taylor is the leading rusher today for the Bills. McCoy out with the hamstring injury. 3rd down and 10. Out of the shotgun, pressure's coming. Throws far side, has a man. Goodwin leaping attempt, incomplete. Broke it up. Caduce came over and broke it up. It'll be 4th down. And Goodwin is down on the field after that hit.
Well, I didn't really see. Caduce came over to give help and was going for the football.
I think when he fell to the ground, the helmet hit the ground.
Absolutely.
Right there. We've already seen the Bills lose Aaron Williams on defense earlier, being checked for head and neck injuries. And now Goodwin. And don't forget, they don't have Robert Woods, who was inactive today. See the Bills players on a knee on the sidelines, hoping that Goodwin, who has that long touchdown reception from earlier in the ball game, hoping that he is okay. The athletic training staff have him up to his feet. So he's going to go back into the locker room and get checked out.
Well, that was a heck of a play by Abdul Quddus to get off of his landmark and make a play on that ball.
Well, that is a good sign, though, for Goodwin, that he is walking without any issues. And the Bills now will punt the ball away. Jarvis, Landry assessing. Hands it at the 22. Makes a man miss. And then is stopped at the 30-yard line. 21-17, Miami on top of Buffalo with 3:27 to play here in the fourth quarter. Ajayi has 212 yards on the ground for the Dolphins. He left, though, on the last drive with an apparent injury. Damien Williams, who scored the touchdown, is still in the ballgame. There's Ajayi. Back-to-back 200-yard games, only the fourth player in NFL history to accomplish that. And now the Dolphins are going to try to run out the clock here with 3:27 to play. They've had two really long drives today. Can they put a third one together? Williams takes the handoff. Not much there. And stopped at the 33-yard line. Coming up next, Tom Brady and the Patriots lock up with Antonio Brown and the Steelers in a highlight reel waiting to happen right here on CBS Sports. Landry Jones, who had 2 starts last year for the Steelers, will make the start this year. Brown last week was held to just 39 yards by this Dolphins defense. Ajayi is back in. It'll be 2nd down and 8. And the Dolphins, we talked about them huddling. Here they need to huddle because they need to run some clock. But it certainly has been effective today.
Hut. 180. Hut.
Ajayi to the left side. And he gets up to the 34-yard line. Zach Brown makes the tackle. So a charge timeout to the Bills. So they have 1 timeout left with 2:35 to play and the 2-minute warning.
Right. And so now Adam Gase has a choice to make because you have to pick up the first down. It's going to be about, what, 3rd and 5 or 6?
Looks like 3rd and a little more than 6. They need to get to the 40 for a first down.
Yeah, so, you know, an incomplete pass gives the Bills an extra timeout.
So would you just run the ball here and run some time off? I know you don't want to be that conservative, but you do have a back that's averaging over 8 yards per carry.
I think you have to try and get the first down.
Yep. Officially, it's 3rd down and 6. Clock stopped after the Bills timeout. 2:35 to play, fourth quarter. That's Ajayi in the backfield, 2 receivers to the left. Tannehill looking to throw. Lofts it to the near side of the field. Still steps in front, makes the catch into the open field. Touchdown, Dolphins! That's a 66-yard smile for Ryan Tannehill to Kenny Stills. And it's 27-17 Miami with 2:24 to play.
Boy, how about that big play? Big throw by Tannehill, but the adjustment from Stills to beat Ronald Darby to the inside and then run for a touchdown. What a play.
The point after by France is good. Total domination by the Dolphins in this fourth quarter.
Well, we have a good effort by Ajayi in pass protection, picking up the blitz. He steps up. Good block gives Tannehill a window, and it's all about the adjustment. Fighting for the ball, beating Darby, and then running after the catch for a touchdown. That is what a fourth quarter for the Miami Dolphins, whose offense at times this season has looked completely out of sorts, finally putting the pieces together.
Kenny Stills had that drop earlier on a great play by Corey Graham. Not this time. He finally gets to smile in the end zone. And Rex Ryan cannot believe that his team just gave up a 66-yard bomb.
Yeah, two big plays. The big Ajayi run off the goal line. You had two missed tackles in the secondary. And right there, even if he catches the ball, you have a chance to tackle him. But missed tackles, and Stills capitalizes for the big play.
Brandon Tate, Reggie Bush back deep to receive. And they'll just let this ball go out of the end zone. In any athletic event, there's a little retribution. Earlier, Kenny Stills had a play that was broken up by Corey Graham. It wasn't the best of passes by Ryan Tannehill. Ajayi with 212 rushing yards today. Dolphins have outscored the Bills 22-7 in this fourth quarter. And now Buffalo down by 11. Not a whole lot of time left. Taylor, middle of the field, pass is overthrown, intended for Clay. He's just going to keep firing now, right, Adam? He's down by 11.
Yeah, just imagine, you know, Tyrod Taylor, you're coming into this game, you're really, you know, Sean McCoy, he played, but it's not as if he had him in the game.
Right.
You know, that's their bell cow. You know, there's no Sammy Watkins. There's no Robert Woods. You know, he's had to do this whole thing almost entirely by himself today. And the offensive line hasn't been able to hold up and give him protection.
Well, there he goes. He's going to go down once again. Cameron Wake.
Wake on one side, Andre Branch on the other side, the former Jacksonville Jaguar, coming off both edges.
This is 2-minute warning.
That is the fourth sack of the day. We've reached the 2-minute warning with the Dolphins on top by 11.
With the $3.50 sub of the day at Subway, there's never been a better time to try something deliciously different. Because every day of the week, you can now get a featured 6-inch Subway sub for just $3.50. So mix up your lunchtime routine and treat yourself to the endless flavor combinations at Subway. The $3.50 sub of the day. We took an already great lineup and made it even better. A better price, great taste, and no artificial flavors. The $3.50 sub of the day. Only at Subway.
Every journey starts somewhere. Have the power to finish it, so you can hit the ground running. Keep it from hitting back, and cover a whole lot more of it. Ram, America's longest lasting pickups.
Get 20% off MSRP cash allowance for an average of $10,314 in savings on select Ram 1500 Laramie Crew Cab models in dealer stock.
It's your TV. Take it with you. With DirecTV and AT&T, watch all your live channels on your devices data-free. Switch to DirecTV and lock in your price for 2 years. Offers starting at $50 a month.
Kim Kardashian has been making headlines lately, but that's not why she's on 60 Minutes. It's because of how she's making millions, like other social influencers. That story tonight.
Kevin's now a half hour earlier with special guest Ray Romano.
Thanks for inviting me, man. I appreciate it.
You called me. A new Kevin Can Wait, CBS Monday, 8/7 Central.
Along with Adam Archuleta and Chris Fisher, I'm Tom McCarthy. The Dolphins lead the Bills here in the fourth quarter, 28-17, trying to end the Bills' 4-game winning streak. That's Gillislee, and Kiko Alonso takes him down. It was a 3rd down and 16. He may have gotten 5 back on that. Gillislee playing for the injured LaShawn McCoy with 1:45 to play. There's McCoy. He left. It was 17-6 Buffalo. And now the Dolphins have the lead in total yards this quarter. Buffalo 6, Miami 178.
Haunting. Number 41, defense. 15-yard penalty, automatic. First down.
Ajayi has 214 yards. By the way, Byron Maxwell was just penalized for taunting. Probably not the smartest move on his part.
Looking at 4th and 10.
Right.
With your front 4 just going off, teeing off on Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah, let them just keep teeing off.
And you give them a free first down.
From the 39. 10 penalties today for the Dolphins. As it turns out right now, it's not hurting them. And Taylor's under pressure again. He's going to try to run and will and get out of bounds. Alonso shoves him out of bounds. And some pushing on the sidelines after Tyrod Taylor went out of bounds. No question there's frustration for the Buffalo Bills the way this game has gone. Taylor shoved out. Was not happy that Kiko Alonso shoved him out of bounds.
I think is that Rashad Jones down there?
It might have been, yeah.
I think that was Rashad Jones trying to give him the business on the sideline.
2nd down. Taylor steps up, throws, passes complete to Charles Clay. Byron Maxwell takes him down, and now some more shoving. Cameron Wake and Jordan Mills shoving. There is a flag down.
Holding. Offense, number 79. 10-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Jordan Mills can't believe it. You just heard him yell, "What?" And Brad Allen made the call, and that's what he and Cameron Wake were probably jawing about.
Please set the game clock to 1:30.
So 1:30 to play.
Whoop.
Nice catch by Charles Clay, too, and it's negated. And there's just not enough time for the Dolphins or for the Bills with 1:30 to play here in the fourth quarter. Reggie Bush checks in on 2nd down and 13. Taylor has one wobble. Nick O'Leary makes the reception. It was tipped by Andre Branch. Boy, they're all in the backfield. I mean, they are just blowing up this offensive line here today.
They are. You know, Andre Branch and Cameron Wake gave the defensive line some energy last week when they took over as the starting defensive end duo. And I think that energy has carried over into the entire defensive line. They live for these situations.
Wake is trying to chase down Tyrod Taylor, and he's just going to go out of bounds. Pushed out of bounds by Jason Jones, and now flags come in.
Jason Jones has to watch out right there.
Yeah, he's in enemy territory. Well, this is going to wind up giving the Bills a first down again.
After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 98, defense, 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
In all honesty, this game should be over for the Dolphins if not for the 2 penalties.
Yeah, Jones has to know better. I mean, he doesn't push. Oh, see, he gives him the extra push at the end.
Right. Well, it'll move the football to the 40.
That's two bonehead penalties. I know you have an 11-point lead, but you know anything can happen in these games, and you have a chance to close it out. You have a chance to be 4th and 10, 3rd and long, and you give them easy first downs. not a good way to end the game.
Under a minute to play. Here's Taylor, steps up again, fires left side, and his pass is complete to Walter Powell. And he's out of bounds with 51 seconds to play. Well, we mentioned during the outset, whose stretch would continue today? Would it be the Dolphins after their domination last week on the ground with over 200 yards for Ajayi? As it turns out, yes, for Adam Gase's team. And it will stop Rex Ryan's 4-game winning streak for the Buffalo Bills, who will play most of the second half without LaShawn McCoy. They're going for the end zone, and Tyrod Taylor overthrows Walter Powell. Second down and 10.
Well, I think there's one thing that there's no doubt. The fact that the Bills came in here with a sense of who they were and who they wanted to be, at least offensively. And you could see they were not themselves today. They just didn't have not only the commitment to the run, but the horsepower up front because of the LaShawn McCoy injury. And they put the game on Taylor and their defense to try and win it. But this is not typical and not the type of football they want to play. Obviously, McCoy's injury a huge factor in their offense.
Bills 5-1 the last 6 against the Dolphins. The Dolphins looking to end that here today. And Taylor is hit as he throws, incomplete. And Ndamukong Suh, Jordan Phillips, all in the backfield as that pass was thrown. It'll be third down.
They're getting pressure off the edge. They're getting pressure inside. And they're coming from everywhere as Taylor tries to stay in the pocket and throw the ball downfield.
You know, they talked a lot about last week and the number of plays the offense had, how that really kept the defense fresh. It's the same scenario today. 67 plays offensively for the Dolphins, 50 for the Bills. So the Dolphins defense has been on the field. This is the 51st play of the day. Taylor, middle of the field toward the end zone, caught by Tate at the 2. It's a 25-yard pass play, and now Rex calling for timeouts.
This looks like a 2-deep coverage. And Clay's just going to come inside, in between the hash marks, with no inside middle player. That's an easy throw and catch for Taylor. Excuse me, Brandon Tate. That's an easy catch for Brandon Tate in the middle of the hash marks.
So 30 seconds left. And the Bills have used their final timeout. Tyrod Taylor, 14 of 26, 221 yards. Brad Allen is adding 4 seconds to the game clock. So 34 seconds to play. Offset I formation. And Taylor rolls the pocket, looking for Reggie Bush, and now just throws it away.
Yeah, tough play. You really can't afford. Now you can run the ball. If you don't score, there's going to be at least 15 seconds, you know, maybe 13 seconds that are going to run off the clock. And you're going to need that extra time if you recover the onside kick. So right now, you know, passing the football and giving a Taylor maybe an option to run is one of the only things you can do if you're Buffalo's offense.
Right, and you also have to think about going for 2 if you score here to make it a field goal game.
Yeah, well, that's a no-brainer.
Play clock is down to 2. Taylor takes the snap, rolling right. A lot of traffic, lofts it out of the end zone. 25 seconds to play. Darren Rizzi, the special teams coach for the Dolphins. He is red hot on the sidelines. I've known Darren for a long time. He's been down here in Miami for a long time. 25 seconds to play. 3rd and goal. From just inside the 3. Taylor rolling in the pocket again, throws to the end zone, and it's knocked incomplete by Maxwell. Justin Hunter was the intended receiver.
Yeah, I think they're going to say that Maxwell grabbed him. It's going to be tight. You know, anytime you're in the tight red area.
Holding. Defense, number 41. Half the distance to the goal, automatic. First down.
There's a lot of hand fighting, but you see the right arm there. Yeah, and he grabs the jersey and the shoulder pads. He was in great shape. He had him pinned to the sideline.
Twelve penalties for the Dolphins, including 3 on this drive. Taylor hands the ball up to Reggie Bush, who loses his hat and lost the football. But they're going to say touchdown, Buffalo.
The ruling on the field is a touchdown.
And now we've got some pushing and shoving going on, some heavy pushing and shoving going on after the play, and flags come flying from everywhere. And Reggie Bush's helmet has been tossed to the 25-yard line. So they're saying that Reggie Bush broke the plane of the goal line before he lost the football. Take a look.
Good effort by Reggie Bush.
Knee goes down there as the ball comes across the goal line, and that's how he lost the football. I don't know if the knee was down, though, before the football crossed the plane.
I think that was a touchdown.
Yeah. Well, they're talking now about the pushing and shoving that went on after the score.
The ruling on the field of a touchdown is under further review. After the play was over, there was a personal foul on the defense and a personal foul on the offense. Those penalties will offset. We will now review the play.
So offsetting penalties, and they will take a look at this.
Well, this is going to be, this is right on the edge on if he got this ball over the goal line or not. The knee hits right there. And if we rewind it just a little bit, right when his knee hits, just the tip of the ball.
Yep, which is all that has to go. Right there, the knee is down, and the football is already being extended. And Walt Aikens was taking his hat off.
So right there, see the knee is down, and you don't see, you know, the tip of the ball. You know, here's the goal line.
Is that the tip of the football, or is that his elbow?
That might not. I mean, that might be a matter of millimeters on whether or not that's a touchdown or not.
Dolphins fans do not think it's a score. Again, they are reviewing it. They review all touchdowns, all turnovers. The Bills, if this is a score, will go for 2. They've kept the offense on the field.
This is going to be interesting because, you know, it looks like it's millimeters. The question is there enough to overturn this call?
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands. Touchdown.
So it stands.
We will run the try. The dead ball personal fouls offset.
It stands. It's not confirmed, so there was not enough evidence to overturn it. And now the 2-point conversion to make it a field goal game with 14 seconds to play. Reggie Bush remains in. Felton is in as well. They flank Tyrod Taylor. That's Clay in motion. Taylor looking for Bush. He's got it, and he's got the 2-point conversion. It's a 3-point game with 14 seconds to play. Hey, we talked about it. The 2 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties prior to this last one against the Dolphins. And this game would have been over. Coming up next, Tom Brady and the Patriots lock up with Antonio Brown and the Steelers in a highlight reel waiting to happen right here on CBS Sports. Le'Veon Bell last week, 10 carries, 53 yards for the Steelers. Can he get more today against the New England Patriots? Vance Joseph just told Jason Jones, listen, we can't have it.
You can't.
I mean, those 2 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties, I mean, they still could get out of Dodge. There's only 14 seconds for the Bills, but they have a very gifted place kicker in Dan Carpenter, but they'd have to recover the onside kick.
Well, especially when you essentially have everything going in your favor and the odds are on your side. You know, the fact that you want to make the Buffalo Bills earn it. You don't want to give them free shots down the field to continue that drive. And those were silly penalties that now they still give Buffalo a chance to tie this game.
Well, you saw the success rate. There have been 3 successful onside kicks this year out of 21 attempts. Carpenter over to the Bills side of the field, and this is handled easily by the Miami Dolphins and Jarvis Landry. And with 13 seconds left, the Bills have no timeout, so the Dolphins can just take a knee. It's not an easy thing to do, the onside kick, but if you're Carpenter, you wanted a bigger bounce.
No, you never got the big hop.
Never got it.
Number 79 is an eligible receiver.
Well, Rex Ryan's team had won 4 straight. Tyrod Taylor played exceptionally well last week against the Niners. Today, though, he worked the second half without LaShawn McCoy, who was out with a hamstring injury. And the Dolphins' defense and Adam Gaze's offense really overwhelmed the Bills. Ajayi, 214 yards, second straight 200-yard game. And Ryan Tannehill will just take a knee, and the Miami Dolphins will walk away with a 28-25 victory over the Buffalo Bills. Jay Ajayi with back-to-back 200-yard games. He is the 4th player in NFL history to accomplish that feat, joining O.J. Simpson, Earl Campbell, and Ricky Williams. So the AFC East looks like this. Buffalo 4-3, Miami 3-4. The Jets winners today 2-5. And the Dolphins talked all week about kind of turning the tide within the division. They had not played well within the division the last several years, and they looked at today as being the first step toward playing better within the division.
Yeah, well, last week was the first step of them just getting back on track. And they've wanted to make sure that they can come out and follow it up. You know, could they put together a complete game and play complementary football? And in a hard-fought, close-fought game, they made more plays in the 4th quarter to get the victory.
Well, reminder coming up next, the Patriots and the Steelers. The Patriots at 5-1 and the Steelers at 4-2. We'll see if the Steelers, led by Landry Jones and not Ben Roethlisberger, can quiet the New England Patriots. The final score, it's the Dolphins 28, the Bills 25. Coming up next, it's the Patriots and the Steelers. For Adam Archuleta and Chris Fisher and our entire crew, this is Tom McCarthy saying so long from Miami. Jay Ajayi and his eyes with a 200-yard day. You've been watching the NFL on CBS.
This is me living with back pain. And this is me treating back pain with Icy Hot Smart Relief.
Smart Relief from Icy Hot starts blocking pain immediately at the nerve level.
I'm so jealous of me right now. Turn off pain with Icy Hot Smart Relief.
Can tile fake you out? Well, that wood is actually tile. So's the brick and the marble. This is the next generation of tile. Get Traffic Master 18 by 18 Portland stone ceramic tile, just 78 cents a square foot. The Home Depot. More saving, more doing.
When I was a kid, I wanted to touch the skies.
I wanted to invent things.
I wanted to protect others.
I wanted to challenge myself. I wanted to make a difference.
I knew that one day I would be the difference.
I am a special missions aviator.
Clinical nurse.
Pararescueman.
I'm Captain Chris Niels, and we are American Airmen.
See more at airforce.com.
Domino's has a $7.99 Monday through Thursday carryout deal. But if you carried out Friday through Sunday, you might have felt bamboozled. So we're extending the deal to every day and giving people who paid more a little payback. Like the Smith family, who got free pizza for a year. They love pizza. We gave Brad a day with the Noid. You're welcome. And we gave Rajesh a nightlight. Payback. Go to pizzapayback.com for a chance to get yours. And carry out large 3-topping pizzas for $7.99. Now, every day.
CBS Sports thanks you for watching this presentation of the National Football League.
Don't miss a new Big Bang Theory on its new night, CBS this Thursday at 8, 7 Central.
At Lexus, what we learn on the track doesn't stay on the track. It just finds more street-legal form. Experience the power and precision of the Lexus F-Sport Performance line. Get up to $5,000 customer cash on select 2016 models. See your Lexus dealer.
I'm here in Bristol, Virginia, and now I'm in Bristol, Tennessee. On this side of the road is Virginia, and on this side it's Tennessee. No matter which state in the country you live in, you could save hundreds on car insurance by switching to Geico. Look, I'm in Virginia. I'm in Tennessee. Virginia, Tennessee. And now I'm in Virginia Sea.
See how much you could save on car insurance.
Or am I in Tennessee?
Gym rats are muscle rich. Butchers are meat rich. Me, I'm sports rich. What's sports rich? It means I get as much fantasy football as I want, and I get it with FanDuel. Injured QB? Not my problem. Player already drafted? No, he wasn't. Being sports rich is like putting 20 tons of sport in a 5-pound sports bag. Like a nice little carry-on.
Deposit now for 5 free entries and get all the fantasy football has to offer. FanDuel. Be sports rich.
You can breathe. You can blink. You can cry. Hell, you're all gonna be doing that.
We should have made a deal with them when we could have.
Whatever he's done, there's always more.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
The Walking Dead season premiere tonight at 9, only on AMC.
You are watching NFL Sunday Ticket.
This is DirecTV, now part of the AT&T family and home of the Red Zone, the Fantasy Zone, the Dan Patrick Show, 20 years of NFL Sunday Ticket, Rich Eisen, and America's premier source for sports entertainment.